What the hell? Why got your
I'm an Israeli. I'm a 21-year-old. I'm not like this guy. I'm sure he's good. But I'm going to teach you guys how to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and any other conflict using theater. Is any of you an artist? Like, raise your hands. Is any of you artists? What do you do? What? Street art. That's incredible. So my name is Bar, and I am from a movement of artists in Israel. It's called the culture movement. Nuat Tarbut. That's how we call it. And what we do art education in all of Israel. And I want to ask you something. Has anybody here killed a fly? Raise your hands. Has anybody killed a fly? Has anybody killed a mosquito? I don't know how it's called. That's yes, the word in English.
Yeah, the Israelis.
Did nobody kill a mosquito?
The Israelis, yeah.
The Israelis killed a mosquito. Has anybody killed a butterfly?
No.
Butterfly. Has anybody killed a dog?
No.
Has anybody? Yeah? You killed a dog? All right. One last question. Has anybody killed a person, a man? And I'm gonna call the police. Okay? None of you? Alright. Guys, I want to tell you something. People are not cruel. Men are not cruel. Women are sure as hell not cruel. None of us are cruel. But we can only understand ourselves. What you call cruelty, I call misunderstanding. Literally misunderstanding. The reason we can kill a fly and not kill a dog is because we see ourselves in the dog. A dog is more human. What do you mean when you say he's human? You mean he's more like us. We can only, each of you.
Have you served in the military?
No. Yeah, I've just finished my Israeli army service.
So you have
I've done education. I'm going to tell you all about it. I've done all education as a part of my Israeli army service.
Have you killed any Palestinians?
No, I didn't kill any Palestinian. I'm going to tell you all about it, but wait a second, you guys. I'm 21 years old. I want you to listen to me with a very, very, very big patience. Okay? So why don't we kill a dog? We kill a dog, we don't kill a dog because it looks like us. We look into their eyes and we see ourselves because we can't fully understand anything else than our own mind, right? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We can understand ourselves alone. This creates this incredible loneliness crisis in our society because we understand ourselves alone. All right?
There's no
so
difference.
What happens when we meet a dog is called empathy.
No difference
empathy.
between a human being and a dog.
Thank you, my man. Let me
No
speak, you
difference.
guys.
There's no difference.
And then yell at me, free Palestine, yell at me. We can understand ourselves. What's your name, man? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Yantai.
What?
Yantai.
Yantai. I can see you and I can recognize things about myself, things that I want, things that I don't want in your eyes. And that's why I feel empathy towards you. Alright? Alright? So that's why we surround ourselves by friends who look like us, who think like us, who represent stuff we want about us because we understand ourselves.
Even
if you ask any Israeli, who would he prefer to kill? A Jewish guy, I mean a Jewish Israeli, a Jewish guy or an Arab guy, he's gonna say a Jewish guy because, sorry guys, that's not what I'm gonna say. Listen up and hear what I'm thinking. Listen up and then find out.
Yeah, we're listening.
But he's gonna say a Jewish guy because he can understand him. He can understand him. That's why empathy is the muscle we really, really, really need to strengthen like the gym, like in the gym, to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Now, what I do in Israel, my profession, is that I teach theater, because theater is the art that actors, what they do is to empathize. It's not a manipulation. I teach kids, I teach teenagers how to do theater, because what we need to understand is how to show empathy, how to, I don't know how to say that word in English, how to let someone else be inside our own skin, even though he's not Jewish, even though he is maybe not human. That is the source
Not Jewish
of
means
what's going to solve cruelty. I literally mean that. I literally mean that. I teach my students, I'm gonna tell you about some of them if I don't miss my tickets to Phantom of the Opera. But I teach my students how to show empathy. First, they have to learn how to act as their own mother. Each of my students, each of my teenage students need to realize how he can understand his own mother and show empathy towards him.
You think you need empathy not to shoot a child?
What?
You think you need empathy not to shoot a child?
Yeah, I think you need empathy not to shoot a child. Because
you think you have to teach empathy on that?
yeah, I think we need to teach it very, very, very carefully. I'm not gonna say, in Israel we have a saying, you probably don't know it, but we used to say that each time a person mentions the Holocaust in a debate, he automatically loses. But I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm gonna automatically lose, because what they missed in Nazi Germany is empathy, the word cruel. They just didn't understand that the Jews
But surely you
are
have learned your
human.
lesson, no?
That's what we need to understand. I need to understand.
If
I
you
need
can
not to
understand-
be angry with you,
if you
because
think-
I need to understand
if
you like
think-
me.
If you think you can learn that, you should have learned from World War II, no? The entire Jewish population should have learned the lesson, and now you're killing children.
That's not how you. That's not how you learn the
You haven't learned your
learn the
lesson.
lesson.
Go and teach your own people first. Go and teach the
Oh,
Israelis.
I'm doing it each
Go and
day.
tell
We
the
did that.
Israeli army.
I'm doing it.
Go back to the Israeli army and teach them first. Learn from World War II.
I'm doing it
Learn
every
from the
day.
Holocaust.
My love, I'm doing it every day. What's your name? What's your name?
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me because you're important to me.
Go to
Empathy! Listen
You
to
don't
me!
need to-
Empathy is not what you learn in one sentence. It's a
You
muscle.
don't need to learn not to
We
shoot
need
innocent children.
So,
Yeah.
also,
What's your name?
you said
I said it, but I
sorry.
forgot it.
You said you're an artist.
Yeah.
You're doing theater.
Yeah.
Can we do show here, me and you? I'm a Palestinian and you're Israeli. You talk my house,
Yeah.
and you go to give me my house back.
Let's
do it.
When do I get my house back?
Let's do it. Can you do that?
Where's my fucking key in Syria? I'm a Sephardic Jew. They stole
My
my
father,
home.
Oh.
listen you
Syrians stole
guys,
it from
my
me.
father
I'm not a refugee
is a
too.
racist,
It's
okay?
a
My
population
father is a
exchange.
racist.
Fuck that shit.
And
Palestinians got to fuck you up.
passport.
They got
We
to
need
fuck you up.
passport. Jordanians need to
Can we
give
do
out
that?
passport.
Can we do that show here? I'm a Palestinian. You took my house, and now you'll give me my house back. Can we do here? We'll make a beast. Let's make a beast.
so complicated.
Let's make it. Shut up, man. I'm talking to the lady.
If we could press the button and
What?
get your
No,
house back.
sorry, no. Your house is
Love, I
stolen
want
like
to
my
hear
house
you,
is
but I'm not
stolen.
finished yet. I'm not finished yet.
Respect. If you have no patience.
I'm not angry with any of you.
No,
If
no,
I
what
could
I'm
press
saying,
the button and give you your
we're
house
not
back, I
angry, we're not
would.
angry.
I
I'm
would.
trying to help you out to sort out the problem between Palestinians and Israelis.
People who are like him.
So where he
And that is the problem, a good
You
man,
can't change
because
your own
the
father.
time in Israel
You
where
can't change your own
peace-
father, you want to change the world.
But the
What?
prophet couldn't change his own uncle. It's all right,
No, I
my
don't
friend.
want to change the world. I want you guys to help me change it.
What are you
I'm
playing
not gonna
now?
change the world. I need you guys.
It's not empathy. Dude, I'm telling you. if you
She's an
ever learn from
ex-military,
history-
Israeli
But
military.
he's blaming it for a father.
She's a member of the Mossad doing this very
Yeah, so
learn.
Yeah, that's
how
fine.
many
I've got a very serious question for you. What time is it, people? What time is it? I have tickets to.
So they're using this is
1:30.
we do
Great.
therapy.
Guys, listen to me. Listen to
Out the problem
me. Interview who listens to me.
Jewish.
Listen out close.
To solve out the problem of Palestinian Jewish, they have to go back home.
Israel, we used to have peace.
That is
We used to have peace by law, as my good man said. But it doesn't help because each person, Israeli person and Arab person, we're fighting each other because peace doesn't work by law. Peace doesn't work
They
by law.
blame
It
with
works by
mind these people. So
The peace needs to come from the people, so that the politicians are good politicians who are not going to do anything else for us. Are good
she's the
politicians.
same as her father. It's no different.
We will choose the politicians. The majority will
Can you
choose
have this
the
conversation in Gaza
politicians.
without being arrested?
What?
Can you have this conversation in Gaza? Can you
What?
preach like this in Gaza?
Oh my God, no! Those poor people.
Oh, incredible.
No, I'm not gonna do that. They can't. They can't. I'm sorry, love. They're not gonna be able to spiritually be available for this because they need food. Okay, they need food. And I'm not gonna pretend they don't need
Let's
food.
start there. Let's
What's
get
your
some food
point?
first.
No, I think about Israel 50 years ahead, not the 5 years ahead. I think about Israel 50 years ahead,
There
and
is
100
no
years
Israel.
ahead. I think about this.
We're thinking about
think about-
Palestine 50 years ahead, no Israel.
This year is the last year for Israel.
We think about Palestine 50 years ahead.
Israel 50 years ahead. I
No.
think about spiritually.
So you are fascist, same as your dad.
What?
No, she's right.
Same as your dad.
No, love,
50
no,
years
not
ahead
fascist.
in Israel.
Right,
You
America,
didn't-
you're right.
So what about Palestinians? 50 years ahead.
What's your question?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
You
please,
and
my
your
good man?
father.
What's your
I
plan?
think she's right.
Hi, Hassan.
No, they're using this kind of NGOs about
Because I'm friends and I love you. That's all the difference. Because
I'm quite sure
I
she's
can,
one of
when
the
Ashkenaz, she's
you
Ashkenaz.
understand the same. My good people from the back, do you know this joke that you use when someone asks you, okay, so if you're on an island and there's lava over it, and you can only save a Jewish person or an Arab person, which would you choose?
Never
We
had
have
that
this joke. We have this joke in Israel.
That's what you've been taught.
Never heard that joke in my life.
I would not pick a Jewish over an Arab because I don't care about that. I would pick my mom.
Who would you pick then? Only one person.
I don't know who's the closest. What does it
Man,
matter?
that's not how you even
They're
think about
human
it. The
beings.
world isn't
And
so
the point
simple.
is to see ourselves. What?
Such a stupid example.
I don't know this word. What?
Talmud.
No. Ah,
hey.
Talmud.
He's quoting the Talmud, yes.
You say it in the wrong accent. Talmud. I don't know. I'm not a religious person. I'm an artist. You guys, I'm ahead of you. I'm
She's
ahead.
Are you a
I'm saying
lesbian?
anything about the Gaza situation.
Are you a lesbian or
because
straight?
It's so complicated. I'm just saying, empathy is the key. And I know it sounds cliche, but empathy in the long term, I know, but empathy in the long term is what we need. And empathy is a muscle.
But
You
shouldn't-
shouldn't expect people
Okay.
to just be empathy.
Okay, shouldn't the
To
Jewish
just have
people...
empathy. You shouldn't expect that from people.
Okay,
because
fair enough.
empathy is a muscle. And if we want to spread this muscle, we need
In that
to do
case-
things
in that
about
case-
it. We need to look into people's eyes
In
and
that
look
case,
for ourselves.
in that case,
Like a
shouldn't the
theater.
Jewish people be the most empathetic?
What?
Shouldn't the Jewish people have the most empathy given their history then?
Teenagers. My teenagers. Teens.
You're the future.
Theater.
You're bring new kids into this world.
What?
He's so real. He's saying that homosexuality is comparable to bestiality.
Love, please not here. Please not here. I'm a bisexual, by the way.
Sorry, darling, come on.
And then let's do a theater. You've been talking my house,
Uh-huh.
and then you give me my house back. You feeling sorry?
That's
You
exactly.
give me my house back.
That's exactly.
You give me the
problem.
key back.
I'm so sorry. I forgot your name. What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me. What's your name?
Asking names.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Netanyahu.
The problem.
Netanyahu.
Okay.